Hello, beautiful Leo. Thank you for being here. My name is Jaden, and this is Lighthouse 36. Today, I'm doing a general reading for mid-July for the Leo Collective. Okay, let's see what Spirit has in store for you. Spirit, can you please give us an overall theme for the Leo Collective for mid-July, please? Overall theme for the Leo Collective. One card, please. Overall theme for the Leo Collective, mid-July. Thank you. Oh, that one jumped out. Oh, I love it. It's so beautiful. Let me just bring it up closer. Transformation. Transformation. Let's get another main theme, please. Transformation. For the Leo Collective, please, Spirit. One more main theme. Overall main theme. For the Leo Collective for mid-July, please, Spirit. One card, please. Oh, okay. Spirit wanted you to have two cards. So let's see. Surrender stubbornness. Okay, let me just read the bottom. If you're tensing up or taking a rigid stance about something, gently observe yourself and become more yielding. This will help you communicate more lovingly with others and yourself. Oh, okay. I understand, Spirit. Thank you. Okay, the other one? Very, very similar to the stubbornness, surrender stubbornness card. It is surrender defensiveness. Defensiveness is a sign of weakness. To communicate in a more empowered way. Stay centered and hear someone out, then offer a clear, non-defensive response. Okay. I'm just trying to figure out what's the best way to put the cards out here, the spread. Okay. Like that. Yeah, I think that's good for now. Yeah, I usually like to wait until all the cards are on the table, but I'm getting a very, very strong message here, Leo. You are undergoing a transformation, and you're very, very excited about it, which I do not blame you whatsoever. This is a beautiful, beautiful transformation. But the people around you, the people who love you or you love or friends, it could be co-workers, family, um, you know, people who've known you for a while, they're kind of like in shock about it. They haven't adjusted yet, okay, to this transformation that you're undergoing. And what Spirit is asking you is to not be so judgmental of those individuals, okay? Um, you know, um, let me give you an example. You have, you've decided to, you know, uh, move to the other end of the world, to start a career. Maybe you're going to teach English as a second language in Europe or Asia or something like that. And your mother or father, who you have a wonderful relationship with, okay, they're kind of afraid for you, you know. Maybe they really watch, a lot of the news, and they know that the political climate around the world is not positive, okay, or they believe this, and they're worried about your safety. So out of concern, they tell you they think you shouldn't go, but you're undergoing this huge transformation and you feel that it's the right step for you. So you get really angry at them, and defensive. And, why are you trying to prevent me from growing? I'm evolving. Why are you, I can't be your little baby forever kind of thing. So, Spirit's asking you to be a little more gentle when speaking with people who love you and you love them. You know, um, the truth about the spiritual journey is that you can't take everyone with you. Um, and there are people who will try to hold you back, okay, for selfish reasons. Um, Perhaps, I feel like I'm speaking to a spiritually evolved group here, okay? A group that's really spiritually evolving here, okay? And you have certain beliefs that your friends or family or co-workers do not have. Um, and Spirit is asking you to be gentle with them. Sometimes you do need to create some space between you and these individuals. Okay, that is true. Certain individuals, okay, who do not have your best intentions in mind. But for those who truly do love you and who are coming from, a loving place because they worry about you, just be a little bit more gentle with them. Be a little bit more flexible. Does that mean you change your mind? No, listen to what they have to say. And if you still feel you're making the right decision, then go ahead. But give them some leeway. Be a little bit more flexible. Um, you know, know that they can only see for you, from their perspective, like we all have our biases, our limited perspectives, okay? And so they may have good intentions for you, um, and they only want the best for you and truly love you. So just be a little bit more gentle, or if you share different belief systems and, you know, um, you don't have to be validated by others, okay? You don't have to try to convince everyone to have the same belief system as you. Just live your life by example, okay? And then others will naturally come to you to ask you for advice. Hey, you've been really successful in this, whatever it may be. How did you do that? And then you can share the advice. Um, all right. And if this reading is not resonating for you, Leo, please check out one of your other placements, be it Sun, Moon, and Rising. Okay, let's get a few more cards on the table here. Yeah, Moon. Oh, sorry, the High Priestess. I was thinking this was the Moon card. Yeah, you're going on intuition. You're going on intuition here. And, you know, and so sometimes, there are people who are more practical and, who are not really in touch with their intuition. We all have intuition. You're seeing something that they're not seeing. So be gentle with them, okay? Yeah, I'm hearing not so judgmental. Remember who you were before your transformation. You've come a long way. You've evolved, okay? Um, but you weren't always there. So give other people a chance. We're all on our own journeys. Um, okay. Two more, please, Spirit. Two more. Three of Cups. Okay. One more, please, Spirit. Yeah, Spirit's asking you to really surround yourself with people who do love you, who appreciate you, who, understand what you're doing. Spend more time with those people. And also, I'm getting another message that some of these people who are around you, who don't agree with you or don't understand what you're doing or trying to create here, they're going to come around eventually. They're going to come around. But in the meantime, surround yourself with people who do love you and appreciate you and understand what you're doing. Um, you know, people with the same kind of energetic vibration that you have. Yeah, and the Nine of Wands here. Um, yeah, there's been some kind of heavy burden that you've carried, and now you're finally going through the transformation process here. You're almost at the Ten of Wands. You're going to put the wands down. It's been you know, a difficult journey for you. You know, and this, I think, is why you're so excited about this transformation, because you finally see movement. So, for example, the example I gave before with, you know, teaching English in another country, you know, you finally got a job doing that and you're so excited about it. You see the movement. You know, or it could even be like you finally found the love of your life and the people around you are kind of like asking you to be cautious, like, oh, you've been hurt before, be careful, take it slow, etc. But you know this is the right one, okay? Um, but Spirit's asking you here with the Nine of Wands to reflect, you know, take what these people who love you are, you know, advising you, and then see if it's right for you or not, Take a moment to pause, okay? Tune in, and is their advice feeling right to you or not, you know? And remember, just what I was saying before, that you were there with them before. Like, so for example, if someone really broke your heart, maybe your mom was there for you, your mother, and she was very supportive and helpful throughout the entire process, okay? But you've moved on, you've met someone new, and you're excited about it, and it feels right, but she's still there remembering when you were hurt, you know? And so she's just warning you, you know, to be careful, kind of thing. Um, Same type of thing. Or maybe she has a wound, like she's gone through a divorce, had a difficult marriage, etc. You know, she can only give you advice from, you know, as high as she's vibrating or as much as she's evolved, you know, but you feel like you're going further. But so Spirit's advising, take a pause here. You're almost at the end of this, okay? This is why you're so excited. You know you're almost at the end of this, whatever this difficulty was or challenge. Um, yeah, and surround yourself with positive people who understand what you're going through. So if it's like, if you're spiritually evolving, you know, people who have the same beliefs as you do, um, you know, your real inner circle here. Yeah. Okay, let's get some clarifiers for the High Priestess. Clarifiers for the High Priestess. Sorry, one flipped over here. Haha, Nine of Cups. Yeah, just beautiful. Nine of Cups. Beautiful energy. Look how excited you are. You've opened up this treasure chest. This treasure chest was locked before, and now it's open to you. Um, this is emotional fulfillment. It's happiness. It's joy. It's excitement. It's abundance, financial abundance, and abundance in other ways. It's independence. Okay. Um, this is you. This is your transformation. You've tuned into your intuition. Okay. And things are working out. Spirit's just asking you to be gentle with those you love and those who love you, okay? Even if they don't agree with you, okay? Oh my goodness, Ten of Cups with the Three of Cups. This same type of message, emotional fulfillment, and it's long-term emotional fulfillment with the Ten of Cups. dreams coming true, happiness, excitement, abundance, family, if that's something that you want. And kids, they don't always have to be your own biological children. It could be nieces, nephews, students. There's happiness here, and this is also a marriage card, so take it as it resonates. If you are one of the Leos who has found a relationship that you're really excited about it and you feel like this is the one, there is long-term stability here. Wow. Yeah. Okay, one last card, clarifying Nine of Wands. Judgment. You're answering a call. Oh, goodness. You're answering a call, okay? This is your destiny, whatever this is. You're answering a call. You're a phoenix rising out of the ashes, okay? And uh, whatever this is, whatever these nine wands are, you're almost at the end of it. You're putting it down, okay? And you're answering a call. You're answering, this transformation is something much bigger. Bigger, it's like the big plan for you for this, for your journey here. And other people just aren't there yet in your life, okay? Other people just aren't there yet with you, okay? And, give them some leeway, give them some time to get there. Maybe you don't want to hear negativity right now after you've considered what they said. You need to create some space and surround yourself by those who do know what you're trying to do, what you're trying to create here, who do understand this transformation, who do understand that you're answering a call, and create a little space, but don't judge them too harshly. Give them some leeway, okay? Um, uh, yeah. Okay, good. All right. Anything else, Spirit? Anything else? Yeah, I'm hearing mom or dad. I think this has to do with a parent, mom or dad, grandma, grandpa, best friend. Yeah, this could be a childhood best friend. They've always known you a certain way, and now you're growing, but they're kind of still stuck, you know, in that who you were when you were, before. Um, and maybe they're still stuck in in a certain phase, but you're moving on, and you can't take everyone with you. But be gentle. Even if you have to separate from someone or create space, be gentle with your words, is what Spirit's saying. Don't judge them harshly. Um, understand. Uh, show them some understanding, um, some empathy. Be gentle with your words. I'm hearing that phrase from the Bible, uh, when they were going to stone somebody, and Jesus said something like, let ye who has never sinned before throw the first stone. Um, remember that you've been in the same place as them before. They just haven't caught up with you yet. Okay? So don't judge people, because you've been there before as well. Interesting. Okay, we're going to get some messages from the fairies. I know that everybody doesn't believe in fairies. People are more likely to believe in angels, but fairies have played an important role in my life. There was a very difficult period I was going through at one time, and the fairies really, really helped me. They're especially helpful with things having to do with your pets. Um, They are earthly beings, so things having to do with the earth, they're very helpful in that regard. So fairies, what messages? This deck is actually not a fairy deck, it's the Sacred Forest deck, but I feel like it's very related to fairy energy. One last message for the Leo, or sorry, I'm going to get one more message from another deck, but one message from this deck for the Leo collective, a confirmation, clarification, or additional message, fairies, please. Thank you. Oh, yeah, look, a fairy did appear here. So, Bluebell fairy, gratitude. Yeah, yeah, gratitude. Yeah. The fairies are asking you to be grateful for, like if it's your mom and dad, be grateful for their love, okay? That they love you and want only the best for you. Be grateful for all the lessons you've learned in your life that have brought you to this transformation. There's a message here of really not forgetting the past. Like, I know you're excited about this transformation and moving on to the present, and we're most certainly not supposed to live in the past, okay? But remember your past self, okay? And be grateful to them. So, like, for example, the example I had given about, you had a breakup and your mom was really there for you, or your best friend was really there for you, okay? Remember that they were there for you during the difficult times. Who was there for you? Who wasn't there for you? And maybe they haven't moved forward with you like you would like them to, but be grateful for that, okay? Be grateful for the people that love you and have been there for you. Show more compassion. That's the word. I couldn't get the word, and now it's coming out. Compassion. Have more compassion for the people who love you. Yeah. Does it mean that you let them keep you stuck? No. You don't let them keep you stuck, okay? You're moving on, but have compassion for them and be gentle with your words. Yeah. And gratitude for the role that they've played in your life, and for the lessons you've learned. Okay. One last message, fairies, clarification, confirmation, or additional message, please. And this is a fairy deck here that I'm using. It's a little mini deck. Purity. Yeah, purity. Unicorns are really considered very pure. So, yeah, Spirit wants you to get your ego out of the way. So instead of becoming defensive or being stubborn, show them the compassion. Um, uh, you know, um, go to them with a pure way, like communicate with them in a pure way, in a loving way, in a compassionate way. Or even when you're thinking about them later, like the conversation you had, and you're like, I can't believe they said that. Spirit wants you to move your ego out of the way. That's what it is. Move your ego out of the way. Try to see things from their perspective, walk in their shoes. Um, you know, um, Take what they say, and like I said, if it resonates with you, great. If it doesn't, okay, that's great too. And just move forward, okay? Know that they're not going to stop this transformation. They're not going to stop this transformation. I think you've been through a lot and you're like, I don't want them to stop this transformation. Nobody's going to stop me. Spirit wants you to honor the past, okay? Honor the past, even your past selves. Like, people talk about your inner child, but I believe we have many children and younger selves inside of us. honor them as well and what they've been through. Have a pure heart while you're answering this call. Have compassion for those that you are leaving behind. And be thankful for what you learned with them. Yeah, just beautiful. Well, Leo, I hope this message resonated with you and that you enjoyed it. If you did, please show this channel some love. In the meantime, I'm wishing you all the very best on your journey and sending you so much love. Take care. Bye for now.